Piling on even more economic uncertainty, there are fears of a looming partial government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson is set to hold a vote today on a GOP proposal, but he is still trying to get the votes he needs, with one Republican saying he'd need a lobotomy to vote yes. Democrats say they oppose the resolution. Congress has until midnight Friday to sort this all out.
It's a graphic example, a lobotomy. Well, to help us make sense of all this economic turmoil, let's bring in CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Jill, always good to have you at the table, but let's just discuss right away. Massive stock sell-offs, major federal job cuts, unpredictable tariffs. I'm thinking now's the time for people to run around with their hair on fire, but I know you're going to say no. Now you're going to say no, now's not the time to panic. And if now's not the time to panic, when is?
Well, first of all, we all feel that. You know, we're human beings.
Yeah.
And as Kelly said, uncertainty breeds that anxiety within us. So you have this feeling, I want to do something. And so instead of doing something like messing around with your retirement account, I'm going to have you all take a deep breath with me, like, okay? And now we're going to concentrate on the part of our lives we can control, our own finances. You know, I've talked about this before. I call it the big three. When you're feeling anxious, you want to try to look at your emergency reserve fund. How much money do I have? Safe money built up. I'm trying to accumulate a safety net for myself. If I have that 6 to 12 months of my living expenses socked away, can I start chipping away at my debt, my student loans, my credit card balances, my auto loans? And once I have that, if those two things are good, hey, let me just put a little bit more money in my retirement account. There's nothing that makes you feel better than buying on the cheap. You now see that stocks are down 7, 8, 10%, sometimes 15%. When you put new money into the market at these levels, you got a discount. Who doesn't like a discount?
Yeah. But they don't have new money to put into the market. That's why I'm always confused when you say put more money in.
Well,
people are freaking out right now.
Well, I think that when you look at let's look at two different types of investors.
Yeah.
The type of people who are putting money in already because they've got a retirement account.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can afford it, you put an extra percentage or two in. That works. A lot of people are going to be new investors. They're going to get a big tax refund. When you get that money as a new investor, this is a perfect time. Again, presuming you've got those big three covered. To be clear, these are frightening times to be an investor.
Yes.
But to be an investor means you have to be able to endure the ups
and the downs.
And the downs.
So do you basically say you need to sit tight?
Well, I would say stick to your game plan. Don't start messing around with your portfolio. And remember...
Glad you're a business background.
Well, so the question, of course, Jill, is the President of the United States recently declined to rule out the possibility of a recession in the United States, but help put those recession fears into context.
Yeah.
Listen, recessions are part of what we call a normal business cycle. We have upswings and we have downswings. And the downswings happen very infrequently. You know, if you go back to 1967, we've had 8 recessions, meaning the contraction, the shrinking of the economy. Now, by the way, sometimes the economy doesn't have to shrink to have the market sell off. In 2022, the economy grew by 2 percentage points. The stock market went down. So they don't move in lockstep. But what is clear to me is that when people feel this fear and anxiety, think, how can I take control? I can take control by doing something in my personal financial life.
Calm blue ocean, calm blue. Serenity now.
Serenity
Jill, thank
now.
you very much. Appreciate it.